In Fox News.
I'm Derek Kaufman, and this is the TMZ Minute. Law enforcement sources say the initial autopsy results reveal that Liam Payne had multiple substances in his system at the time of his death in Argentina, including cocaine, crack, and a drug known as pink cocaine. We're told the toxicology test also detected methamphetamine, ketamine, and ecstasy, along with alcohol and prescription anti-anxiety medications in his hotel room. The findings support police theories that drugs may have played a role in what is being investigated as a possible suicide. Britney Spears is embracing self-love after a tumultuous marriage history, recently posting about her decision to marry herself and calling it one of her best choices ever. In a new video post, Spears donned a white lace slip dress and veil, reflecting on the moment as a throwback to December 2022, just months into her marriage with Sam Asghari. Following their divorce in August 2023, Britney seems to be prioritizing her own happiness amidst the ups and downs. Kate Cassidy, Liam Payne's girlfriend, has made her first public appearance since his tragic death last week. The influencer, who had been dating Liam for 2 years, looked somber as she walked along with their dog in Florida. In a heartfelt social media post, Kate expressed her deep loss, praised Liam as her angel, and thanked fans for their support during this difficult time. I'm Derek Kaufman, and that was the TMZ Minute.
Fox Weather.
I'm Fox Weather meteorologist Stephen Morgan with the latest from America's Weather Center. Survivors recovering in western North Carolina and eastern Tennessee due to Hurricane Helene have quiet weather this week. Highs this week in Asheville going to reach the 70s with overnight lows dropping into the 40s. These temps only slightly above average, but close to where we should be this time of year. Fortunately, no rain in the forecast this week, with the dry pattern continuing for the southern Appalachians. And in the tropics, a flurry of activity over the weekend leading to Tropical Storm Nadine and Hurricane Oscar both forming. Oscar rapidly strengthening into a hurricane, moving through the Caribbean and making a second landfall in Cuba. Oscar, now a tropical storm, is forecast to move back over water and weaken as it moves into the Bahamas. Get the latest weather updates anytime, anywhere. Download the Fox Weather app at foxweather.com.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network. In these ever-changing times, you can rely on Fox News for hourly updates for the very latest news and information on your time. Listen and download now at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
The minimum wage hits the campaign trail. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News. Vice President Kamala Harris says the current federal minimum, $7.25 an hour, adds up to just $15,000 a year for working full-time.
I absolutely believe we must raise minimum wage, and that hardworking Americans, whether they're working at McDonald's or anywhere else, should have at least the ability to be able to take care of their family and take care of themselves.
Harris also says she did work at McDonald's as former President Trump continues to accuse her of lying about it. Harris holding events in Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin today with former GOP Congresswoman Liz Cheney, who says some Republicans are worried about political violence, but that they can vote for Harris and never have to say a word about it. This as Trump spends the day in another swing state, North Carolina.
I'm here today with a message of hope for all Americans. With your vote in this election, I will end inflation, I will stop the invasion, and I will bring back the American dream.
That rally in Greenville after the former president got a first-hand look at some of Hurricane Helene's worst devastation in the Asheville area, pledging to help rebuild if elected. Trump also suggesting again that some disaster money was diverted to handle a migrant crisis, which FEMA denies. A new poll finds most voters are unhappy about the economy and split on which candidate would make it better.
7 in 10 say the country's going in the wrong direction. About half describe the economy as poor or very poor in this new Associated Press NORC poll. It asks which candidate would do a better job on specific aspects of the economy, the majority liking former President Trump's plan for more taxes on foreign products, and Vice President Harris seen as better for middle-class taxes and lowering the cost of housing. Voters are about evenly split on who'd do better with jobs and unemployment and prices for groceries and gas.
Fox's Chris Foster. A Washington Post poll finds a statistical dead heat in all 7 battleground states. America is listening to Fox News.
This is Jimmy Fallon, inviting you to join me for Fox Across America, where we'll discuss every single one of the Democrats' dumb ideas. Just kidding. It's only a 3-hour show. Listen live at noon Eastern or get the podcast at foxacrossamerica.com.
The White House says President Biden is confident in his own Secret Service protection after a House task force released a report critical of the agency, calling the Trump assassination attempt in Pennsylvania preventable, detailing what the task force calls stunning security failures, including poor communication with state and local officers recruited to work that event.
Secret Service has also acknowledged their own shortcomings, and they have taken several steps to enhance the former president's protection.
White House spokeswoman Karine Jean-Pierre not commenting directly on the new report, saying it's under review. An independent panel also found multiple failures as other investigations continue. Israel still weighing retaliation against Iran. Fox's Trey Yinks.
Last night, we know Israel's security cabinet met in Tel Aviv. They were discussing possible responses to the Iranian ballistic missile attack. But at the same time, they're also determining what they're going to do on the ground in Lebanon,
where they're fighting Iran-backed Hezbollah. The U.S. Defense Department investigating how classified documents about a potential Israeli response landed on public websites. As President Biden wraps up his presidency, First Lady Jill Biden is leaving her legacy mark on the White House tour.
It's gone decades without an update. And as a teacher for 40 years, Dr. Biden says, I know there are three kinds of learners: visual, auditory, and tactile. So after walking the tour herself, she decided to expand it to let visitors touch, hear, and see their history up close, adding several previously off-limits rooms like the reception room where FDR did his fireside chats. Now there'll be video snippets. Or the China room with the historic place settings with digital displays to explore outside the rooms. And when 10,000 people tour the White House each week, the soon-to-be former First Lady Jill Biden will be there to greet them on video. Therese Crowley, Fox News.
A mixed finish on Wall Street, but a sell-off for the Dow, down 344. I'm Lisa Brady, Fox News.
The Fox News Rundown, a contrast of perspectives you won't hear anywhere else. Your daily dose of news twice a day, featuring insight from top newsmakers, reporters, and Fox News contributors. Listen and subscribe now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Stocks kicking off the new trading week mixed as bond yields climbed and investors get in gear for a busy week of earnings reports, with some major U.S. companies releasing financial results. Most of the 11 S&P 500 sectors finished lower except for tech. NVIDIA among the leaders in the tech space today. Its shares rose 4%, and powering closer to a new milestone and on track to notch a $3.5 trillion market capitalization, which only Apple has ever surpassed. Boeing stock rising over 3% after the aerospace giant and its machinist union reached a new contract proposal that could end a months-long strike. The Dow winners today: Apple, Boeing, and United Health Group. The Dow decliners: Home Depot, Caterpillar, and American Express. The Dow falling 344 points. The Nasdaq up 50. S&P 500 lower by 11. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Hillary Barsky, invested in you.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network. In these ever-changing times, you can rely on Fox News for hourly updates for the very latest news and information on your time. Listen and download now at foxnewspodcasts.com or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Welcome to this episode of Kennedy Saves the World. Let's go, Yankee! That's right, Jim. Yankees are going to the World Series.
Hot damn! It's a big deal in the Failer house. So much so that when they clinched the last out on Friday night, or Saturday night, I got a call, a FaceTime from a shirtless Lincoln Failer. I said, Lincoln, Daddy's hosting his TV show tonight. I said, if the Yankees happen to